Greetings folks, it's Sarah with Obadiah's, and today I am here to do a troubleshooting series for you guys on the Drolet Heat Commander EPA wood furnace. Today we're going to talk about what is going on if you have a fast green blinking light on the front of your furnace. Essentially what this means is that the unit is getting too hot, the firebox is getting too hot, but the blower is not kicking on to essentially move that air. This is a problem because you are now essentially at risk of overfiring and overheating your furnace, which you don't want to do. There are a couple reasons that it could happen that the blower is not kicking on. Number one thing to keep in mind is that there is a temperature probe that gets wired off the blower into the side of the plenum. That temperature probe does control the blower, so if that item is not installed, your blower will not kick on. Okay, now there's two different blowers here to keep in mind. You have your top blower, which is essentially your draft blower, which is blowing the air directly into the firebox. Then you have your main blower at the bottom, which is your ductwork blower. That's actually going to push the heat out and through your actual ducting and out the plenum here. Okay, so these blowers will kick on at different times. You also have to have this bottom blower hardwired into a thermostat. If it is not wired into a thermostat, then this blower will not register to kick on to call for heat and produce heat coming out the plenum, okay? So there are a couple different snap discs inside that we could troubleshoot. Generally, it's not a faulty item. If you've had a working system and suddenly the blower isn't kicking on and this isn't a brand new system, then it could potentially be a snap disc, but we're gonna kind of focus today on the issues of what else could possibly be causing this. One thing that can cause the draft blower, if I get calls that the draft blower has not actually been kicking on, is sometimes that can be weather related. If you're loading a whole box of firewood, but your thermostat is not calling for enough heat, then the draft blower won't kick on to produce that excess airflow into the firebox to be able to burn properly. So if you are having a warmer day where it's that kind of, 40, 50, 30 degree temperature on up, but you still want the heat, it's much better to start with your firebox like a third to half of the way full and allow yourself to burn these hot, smaller fires. This will allow all of the air sensors inside your furnace system to operate efficiently and automatically. Now again, if you had a system that stopped working, you could take apart in here, and on the diagram it is called the limit switch. I believe it's item 92 on page 79 of the manual, 92 or 94, and it's called the limit switch. Now this limit switch will also activate the damper air hole inside the firebox. So if you notice maybe one of your damper holes, air holes, is not opening up into the firebox, that could also potentially be a limit switch issue. So I hope that you guys found this technical overview helpful on the Drolet Heat Commander. If you like my videos, if they're educational, informational, and helpful for you, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. A like helps me out so much. Also, if you can share my content with a friend, that really helps me out as well. Don't forget to click the subscribe button in the corner of the channel. If you click that little bell, it'll update you with all of my latest videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless. Have a wonderful day.